Welcome to SPED 460, Parent Professional Collaboration. It's a course on working with parents, and one of the things you'll find that I've changed my mind about since I became a parent and have kids in school, there's never enough time to spend with teachers. And one of the things that I would say that we covet the most here is that time. My kids originally went to a small school where you had access to the teachers all the time, and then they finished in public school here in Sioux Falls where the schools were big and time is the essence. So one of the things, a message I want to get to you, and I'll say it throughout the course, is time is always a factor. The time that you'll have, the time to spend with parents. Parents are busy, you're busy. And so communications have to come a lot more rapidly and a lot more frequently digitally. And of course in here we'll talk about email and those ways. In our world it's probably better for websites, things like that that are a little more constant, because in a professional world like this we have so many emails that sometimes they can get lost. But if there's a website or a blog or something like that we can check, seems to be a little more readily available. Not everyone shares that attitude, but time will always be a factor. As a parent, I'd never feel like I get time to really know the teachers. And I don't know if the students ever really do either in our bigger classes that we have today. But you'll find throughout the course I rant and rave. I disagree with these authors, one in particular, many times, and I need to apologize ahead of time to you if that offends you, because I've gotten clipped before. Somebody got offended at something I've said. Sorry, that's the way it is. But you'll find that I rant and rave quite a bit and push back, and I don't know how else to do it. The dean asked me one time why I would take a textbook that I disagreed with, and one reason is I can't find one that I agree with, and number two, how else can you give both sides of an issue other than adopt a textbook that you disagree with? So many good things in here, but you'll find points throughout it that I'm whining about and pushing back on. SPED 460, and then we'll take a spin around the course site. I've organized the SPED 460 summer course by chapters. This is my wiki site, and everything will run through this wiki site. Here's information on how to contact me if you need to. There are some other ways you need. Here is the textbook. Please don't pay full amount for that. Check out online versions or renting or used. Here's the thing. Consists of 12 course objectives corresponding to the 12 chapters. Each chapter will have recorded lectures for you to watch and fill out note outlines that include your opinions and insights to be submitted. Web projects that correspond to those stated objectives due at the same time, and a test over the previous chapter. Okay, I'm going to run this course as almost a self-paced to a certain extent, meaning I've opened everything so you can work through this as quickly as you want to. Now, you can't work as slow as you want to because I have some due dates. But first, for example, in this chapter here, chapter 1 is due after the first week, as is chapter 2. The course lectures are all on YouTube. We'll start like this. And you'll hear me talking and going through the textbook, going through a note outline. And at times I will stop and tell you what to do or what to add to your notes. And so you want to be able to do that.
Don't throw anything at me, but
like here.
It's an affect the child and then divorce itself.
So here's an outline. Click on this. It goes to slide share. You tell it to save. You want it to download. It's going to want you to log in. You'll have to create an account. I have one, so I'll just log in here. It gives me to save. All right. You may want to change the name. It's an RTF file. It'll open as a Word document. And look like this. I'll follow the note outline, the notes that I'm putting up in the lecture. And the time to time I'll ask you to stop in the lecture and add something. And here's where you'll do that. And what I want you to do with everything you add, I want you to highlight it for me in red, so I can find where you're entering stuff. And please don't skip stuff. You have to stop the lecture, and that's the nice thing about YouTube. You can stop it right away and enter the information I ask you to enter. And you'll never be in doubt of what it is, because I'm very specific about it. And when you're done, when you go to submit it, please do this. Save it as a PDF. It'll be much easier to handle. And it's whether you have a Mac or whatever you have, if you save it as a PDF, it'd be much easier to upload. Right? Easier for you to upload, easier for me to see. Right? And then the project, each week there's a project, and I give you a little instructions exactly what to do here for these instructions. And every chapter will be the same, have that same rhythm to it. I give you a study guide for the test that also comes in here. If you can answer these, you're going to do quite well in the tests. Now, what are the tests? Come over here to the page here. One of the things you need to do too, the course wiki takes here the syllabus. You have to be logged in to the wiki to be able to see the syllabus or anything else. Okay, so here's the syllabus. Course information. Here's what you're wondering. One little intro project for 10 points. 12 lectures for 120. 12 projects, and chapter 10 is worth 20, so 130. And 12 chapter tests at 20 points for a total of 500 points. And here is my breakdown for grades. All right. So one of the things that I would suggest you do right away is put this in your bookmark, so you don't have to go through D2L every time you want to see the course wiki. And whatever you have, I have Chrome. Here's how you do it in Chrome. You go to up here to this top little thing. We start again. You go up here, click, go bookmarks, bookmark this page. Then it asks you where you want it. I'd put it on the toolbar, on the books bar, so it shows up here. All right. That's what you can do with that. All right. And then come in here under the quizzes. Let me just show you one. Like, they're all open. The due dates are here. The due dates are all going to show up. I even put the wiki projects here. For example, like here and here, when they're due. And Sunday nights will be the time, but you got to get going. This is going to go fast. So here's the drop boxes. You'll submit things here by chapter. Here are the quizzes. You don't have to use lockdown for this. You can just go ahead and do it like it is. I have the due dates here for you. Well, I do have lockdown. You do have to have the lockdown. You get 20 minutes to do 20 questions. 20 minutes to do 20 questions. All right. And that's what all you'll do in D2. I'll submit your online stuff. For the projects, you don't have to submit anything. I will see those through your communication tools here. And I have an explanation of how to do this in the pre-course. Okay. All I can say is buckle up and go, because this is going to go really fast. We're going to take a 16-week course and cram it down into about 6 weeks. So we're going to be moving at a fast pace, and you'll want to get started as quickly as you can. SPED 460.